Hi, and welcome to FrazlCast. Climb aboard the GNOME train.
Woo! Chugga, 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 woo!
Please make sure to keep your limbs and experimental instruments inside the train at all times. And now, on with the show.
A podcast by a Blizzard fan gnome about World of Warcraft and geeky stuff. I promise you, they do talk about the World of Warcraft. They just go off the rails sometimes.
Well, I'm Frazley, and I am joined by Pandagosa
What's up?
and Lady Emma!
Hey everyone! I brought lock cookies for everyone.
Yeah!
Heck yeah.
And you know, lock cookies are great to have when you are around a table. When you're around a table, that's just something we've got to do. Epic and Sandy, what time is it?
It's time to go around the table.
Great idea! So what have we been up to recently? We will start with Panda.
Haven't been up to much. I did see that post that you made the other day on Twitter about the face mask thing.
Oh, yes!
So I went over to their store and bought myself a mask. And
Nice!
It's going to have my gamer tag on the side. I'm super excited. It's going to be Horde themed.
I was wondering, because I was like, I'm Alliance, and I said the issue with Alliance is I'm in Ohio, so everyone thinks that I'm rooting for Michigan.
Oh no!
Whereas, like, at least with the Horde, they'd be okay. He's just he's just wearing OSU colors, but with black.
Yep.
And Emma is showing the keychain that Summerbolt made for CTR. I have that on my car keys because it always reminds me of the Convert to Raid guild, the guild that got me started podcasting.
I have
Like,
two,
that's cool.
and one's in better condition than the other. I think it was just because of manufacturer. Like this one is, I think, slightly off. And I think there's a bit of a scratch on it, but I don't care because it's amazing, and she did an epic job.
And it still holds up after like being in my pockets in and out for years. It still looks great.
Well, I've never taken it out of the house. It's always
Okay,
sits
yeah.
there.
Mine's gone with me. In fact, mine went with me to BlizzCon. I mean, it was my bag. I didn't take my car keys with me to BlizzCon, but it flew to BlizzCon and back.
Very nice. Yours just has traveled. Mine stays by my computer.
Yeah. So yes, so the face mask is by Prop Department Store, and yes, I love it. I found it from Amy on Twitter. I'd ordered it, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then it was a surprise when it came in. I was like, "Oh, cool!"
Nice.
And you can add your own gamer tag to it. Now, one thing I'm doing is I am buying more and more and more of these face masks from different people. So you've also, I see, been working on your blog.
Oh, yes. I'm doing a lot of backdating for entries because I restarted it from, I used to be on Blogspot for a while, and I wasn't really going anywhere with that, and nobody really like knew where it was or what was going on or anything like that. So I bought my own domain, which is pandaneedsmana.com.
I like that.
And now I'm just backdating everything and filling in all my WoW adventures and my Overwatch adventures, my really silly, very laughable play of the games and highlights. All the times that I don't take the game seriously, that drives everybody crazy. It's just going to be like my little like home away from home kind of thing, like my own little corner of the internet. And I hope that I can share lots of laughs and good memories and stuff there too.
I think that's definitely an important thing because tweeting is fine, but it's hard to find old tweets. Whereas blogs, it's fun to go back and be like, I did that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's more in depth. Like if you want like more than 140 characters, you can write a whole story about your day, you know? So I'm also going to be sharing like photographs of my day and stuff like that, and my weight loss journey. I hope to share that too. So like people can relate, and like mental health things and stuff like that. Because I think, especially nowadays, that's super important to share.
Absolutely.
Especially with everything being up in flames.
I appreciate the vulnerability because it's one thing that helps people not feel alone.
Right.
When did you start blogging?
I actually started a long time ago. I started years ago. I would like over 10 years ago. I started when like we all had like those teeny tiny little blog sites with the tiny text and like the scene, like the emo stuff. Yeah, that was me. I was one of those bloggers.
Were you on like, I'm trying to think of like what was back then.
GeoCities.
Oh, GeoCities. Wow. Okay. Way back. Nice.
Ooh, that was back then, man.
I remember doing PHP Nuke, then Blogger, then WordPress.
Yep.
Now, some of it's still WordPress, but Actually, no, I realize both my blogs are WordPress now.
In WoW, I've been focusing on like a lot of my warrior. I boosted my warrior on the Alliance, so now I have 2 warriors, one on each side, so that I can bring them into Shadowlands with me
Nice.
and everybody else.
I love Death Mephisto's answer on Warrior. What speaks to you about Warrior?
I just like hitting all the things.
And the rage, you're like, it's like take the rage on everything.
Dude.
Like,
Yes, it's so fun. Like, I haven't played a warrior since vanilla, and I remember the last day I played a warrior. I was out in Tanaris, and I was getting frustrated. I was playing Fury, and back then it was hard because it's just like we were brand new to the game.
yeah.
So I don't know. I had a really hard time, and nobody wanted to help me with it, and they were just like, "Oh, figure it out yourself." And I was like, "I'm just gonna go play on my warlock then, because I can't figure this out." But then I started playing one a couple months ago, and I love it. I started with Prot, and then I started leveling my Panda with arms, and then someone's like, "You should try out Fury, because you get like 2 weapons, and you can hit all the things." And I'm like, okay. And now I just can't go back.
Yeah, I need to go Fury in Shadowlands. Though, another reason I want to go Fury is they've now added single-minded Fury.
Oh.
I know Death Mephisto was asking for it for the longest time, and because he said, think about the speed of 2 one-handed daggers. I was like, I see that! The more and more damage! I was like, all the classes are getting some really cool stuff. I think priests are now getting Devouring Plague. Oh, I could just go on and on about all the cool stuff.
What about the warlocks? Anything cool about the warlocks?
I think they've locked that away for right now, that information.
Yeah, they usually do. Because I know I've been trying to find it, and they've been very secretive.
Yeah.
Poor warlocks. Give us a chance.
Yeah.
And like they added the opening cinematic today, and we find out that. So I thought that was a really cool addition
I
to
haven't
the
even
intro.
seen it, so thank you for just spoiling it all for me, Frazley.
I'm sorry. I'll have to bleep that out in the audio. I'm so sorry. Oh,
But how dare you share all that information, Frazley? Jeez, just ruined it.
I'm sorry. And I see you've done something that I need to try. You've tried out LFR's version of N'Zoth.
Oh boy. Listen, we need to talk about that for a sec. Heroic leaping, you need to be careful with that, because
Yes!
I heroically leapt into the exact spot where a tentacle crashed down on the floor, and I was like, okay, well, I'm dead now. Everybody else can fight for me. It was tragic. I got squished, and I laughed so hard. I like cried. I was like, oh my God.
If it makes you feel better, during the anniversary event, we were in Ragnaros, and I heroically leapt into one of the fires.
Oh, Frazley. That's tragic.
But I still have to give you props for doing LFR. I used to be fine with LFR. I used to be fine wiping a million times and no one doing mechanics, but no, not anymore.
No.
Being on a raid team for a very long time has wrecked me. I can't do LFR.
I just go in there for the laughs.
I have to go in, though, like I have to have enough determination. So, Emma, what have you been up to?
So, I did a bad thing. I did a really bad
Oh.
thing. I got Animal Crossing.
Okay. Hey, that's not bad thing at all.
That is a fantastic thing.
Well, I have the parental thing on my Switch to kind of monitor how much I play. So it started off before Animal Crossing, didn't play, played a couple of hours, didn't play. So, not too bad. Animal Crossing, first day, 4 hours. Second day, 4 hours. So 4 hours all the way through the week. Then the weekend rolls along. 9 hours, 10 hours. Then back to 4, 5. Because, I work. I'm not one of those people who, with the situation going on, I am actually still going to work every day. Then the following weekend, second weekend, 15 hours, 14 hours. I'm like, okay, there's a problem. But you know what? yes, it's saying I'm playing this, but I'm still being productive because I'm still doing my adulting of chores, taking care of the cats, having a shower at 4 o'clock in the morning, making food for work and meals. So I'm still doing everything. It's just somehow 14 hours went in the game while doing everything and sleeping. I still had a good, 5-hour sleep. I got Animal Crossing and I just unlocked terraforming.
Nice.
Nice.
Now I'm at the frustration part of, okay, I have this plan in my head. Now, how do I get it out here? Oh, but that doesn't work. Oh, now I have to tear down the ramp that I made because it's not in the right location because I thought it was, but now I can't. Yeah, all that stuff. I did get into the whole turnips. It was really bad because I was harassing all my friends. It's like, hey, what's your turnip prices? Is it good? Should I sell my turnips? What's your turnip prices? Then one of my friends showed me a site that you can get epic turnip prices. Yeah, you go into a queue. Basically what I do is I get my tune already in the airport and I'll turn off my game and I'll go do stuff. Then once the queue code pops up, then I just go right in and do it.
There's waiting at airports?
Yes. Yes, so I'm waiting in the airport for my ride.
Oh my god.
Just like real life.
But difference in real life, my tune is waiting in the airport. I'm making my food for the work week.
Okay, yes, that is a big difference.
I'm being productive in real life. It's making me be productive. But I forgot to get turnips this week, so I haven't really needed to look for it. I know the expansion for Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. I have not gotten it. I really do, but I have not gotten it yet. Too much Animal Crossing. And there's also a patch coming out on July 3rd for Animal Crossing, which makes you be able to swim in the water. And yes, I can't wait for that.
Ooh, I need that game.
Yes and no. Say goodbye to your life if you do,
Okay.
and welcome to the evil side. No, if you want a life still and be able to play World of Warcraft. I did start collecting the critters in World of Warcraft again. So I finally finished Draenor. So now I am doing Legion. I'm trying to collect the Legion ones.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
they're not coming up rare. So because I have too many that I need to make rare, I don't want to try and catch them. And one of my raid team members gave me all the ones that I needed still for the charms. So I no longer have to farm charms for those pets. So,
nice. Do you have the Pocket Pet portal?
yes, of course. Who doesn't?
Okay. I figured. I don't have it.
I would tell you for the viewers who can see us, I am tanned for me. I'm no longer blinding people through stream, but I'm still pretty pale. So I did get outside in the sun a bit. I did make dinosaur cookies and I took them to my niece and nephew and we decorated them. So that was the first time I've seen them since February. So that was really great. Yeah, and then I've been making chocolate croissants like they're going out of style.
Oh, I'm hungry now.
I'm on my way.
Sorry. I'm planning on making some brownies this weekend. They're not magic brownies. I know I'm in BC, but it's not going to be magic brownies. Just regular chocolate chewy brownies with lots of fell blood.
That's the way brownies should be.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my life lately, other than work drama, which we don't need to get into. What about you, Frazley?
So Spaz and I have been playing it every Friday and Saturday, just playing co-op games together, and we beat Minecraft Dungeons on Apocalypse mode. So now we're just kind of waiting around until the DLC comes along. But Spaz gifted me a game, and this game is hilarious. If you have not played Battle Block Theater,
Yes, I have.
Fun one.
I'm having so much fun.
I don't own it, but I have played it.
The narrator's he's on point. I'm just I'm laughing hysterically at the narrator. I'm kind of going to the level, I want the narrator to come up. And it's fun as you're going along, the sounds. Just having a great time with that. In WoW, I finally have Lore Master. That was my goal last year. And
Yay!
On Tuesday night, finally achieved the final zone of Talong Steps.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice. So is your new goal going to be what a long, strange trip it's been?
Yes, not this year because I've already missed a few holidays, but definitely am I going out for that, and also work on the Insane title because I've got Bledsoe Admiral, and I'll move on from that before I make you mad about the Bledsoe Admiral rep that bugged out on your account.
You know what? I'm still exalted with everything. I don't understand why I can't pick up that quest so I can get the stupid toy when it's Pirate Day. I don't understand. It just says you have to be exalted with them. Well, I am. Plus all the goblin. I worked really hard for that.
When is Pirate Day? Isn't it in September?
Yeah,
Yep,
September, I think, 19th?
Frazley, do you have a rogue?
Yes.
Okay, what level is your rogue?
It's currently in BFA content.
Okay, that's good. To get your insane title rep, you're going to be farming a lot of lock boxes.
Oh, wait.
A lot of lock boxes.
Oh, Philly!
I think I still have to farm 762 lock boxes according to my record.
I'm speechless. But I know who's probably not speechless, though, because probably has a amazing gaming history, is Panda!
That's me!
So, how did you get into gaming?
My brother and I started playing Mario 2 at
Oh,
my cousin's house. I don't even know how old I was. I was just really young. And then my mom got us a Sega Genesis and we started playing Sonic 1 and The Lion King.
I remember The Lion King. I had it on the Super Nintendo.
It was so good. The second level was such a pain in the butt, though. When you had to jump across the giraffe heads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever beat that one once. That level.
That was a hard game.
Yeah.
I only played like some of the Toy Story one on SNES, and yeah, that was not I did not do so well in that one.
I think the Aladdin one and the Pinocchio one was the easier compared to the Lion King. Lion King, you needed really needed skills.
Yes. My brother made it to the last level where you have to like throw Scar off the top of Pride Rock. And my youngest brother at the time decided that jumping on the bed would be a good idea. And he knocked it off because it was on the nightstand next to the TV. Yeah, his foot kicked it right off that nightstand. And boy, oh boy, the world was on fire after that.
Was it either that the SNES broke or that it wiped the save?
It wiped the save.
You couldn't save.
It just wiped it. Yeah, you couldn't save it, but it just wiped it because we paused it. We paused it and we were like, "Mom, look, we made it to the last level!" And my brother comes jumping in, and he jumps on the bed, kicks the damn system onto the floor. I was like,
"Oh!" Because I remember,
dude, it's tragic as fuck.
I had Pokemon Yellow on Game Boy Color, and I got to the final gym, and I was like, "Hey, I got it!" Somebody in front of the cars reaches forward and grabs it, pulls out the Pokemon Yellow, and the whole thing shuts off, and I turn on, and it says, "Hello, I'm Professor Oak." I'm like, "No!"
Oh my god, I would have died.
I never wanted to play Pokemon Yellow after that Lion King story. Oh.
There was a lot of tragedy going on.
Getting to the 8th badge in Pokemon Yellow wasn't bad. It's if you collected all the Pokemon and you had them mostly all leveled. That would have been hurt more, which did happen to my Silver, Gold, and Crystal. Because there's a battery in it, the battery died, and I lost my whole progress. So...
Oh.
No!
Yes, and I had every single one, plus all the specials from events and everything, so I can now no longer play those ones because it hurts too much.
You have logic on the Yellow thing, but you're talking to a 9-year-old kid at the time who, yeah. There was no logic to me.
Mine was adulthood when I went back to the game because I still have the cartridge. And I found out the battery died.
Oh.
Yep.
That's so sad.
I'm so glad they don't put the batteries in the cartridges no more. I know they're really tiny and small, but there's no battery, so I don't lose my game.
It's nice.
And don't lick the cartridge.
Yeah, don't lick it.
You did it I was doing it on camera. Oh.
No, I didn't lick it. But I'm
okay.
pretty sure it's going to taste like the Don't Bite nail polish, if you guys ever remember that.
Yeah, it does. Supposedly it does.
Yep. Nope,
So
it does. I just licked it. Yeah, it does. It tastes like the Don't Bite nail polish. And eventually you get used to the flavor. You really do. It doesn't taste gross anymore after a while.
You do,
And I
because I
shouldn't be
used to put
telling.
that no bite stuff on my nails. My mother used to make me do that because I used to bite my nails when I was younger.
Oh, see, I bought it myself because I used to bite my nails. I still bite my nails. So obviously, it doesn't work.
It does not.
How did you get into World of Warcraft?
My brother had a lot of influence on my gaming career, I guess you could say. Fortunately, nobody kicked it off of a table, so that was good.
Yes.
I was watching him play on his Gnome Warlock that he had back in vanilla, and I wanted to try the game out. I pulled a pack of wolves over to me in Elwyn Forest, and I died tragically.
Oh.
There's been a lot of tragedy in my gaming. But I had fun because I had a good laugh out of it. He was laughing at me. We were both laughing. And then I ended up buying my own account and I got into the game in like late vanilla. And then I went to the opening night of Burning Crusade at GameStop. That was fun. That was really fun. And everybody was like all dressed up and stuff as characters and stuff. I had no idea what was going on. I thought it was the coolest friggin' thing. But that's how I got into WoW. My brother introduced me, and I started a Gnome Warlock as well.
Nice.
So yeah,
And now you do a warrior. What's your race of warrior?
Panda. Imagine that.
Okay, hey, that's a great race. I've got no qualms with that.
I have no originality. My panda is a monk.
Because I can't make her into a warlock. That's okay. I have a monk too.
Yeah, mine's a monk too.
Yeah. They just look better when they roll.
Yeah, Warlock is the best class.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, especially with like the dots. I had so much fun with the dots. So in WoW, what is your playstyle? Like collectibles, raiding, PvP, achievements?
I like doing a little bit of everything. I like battlegrounds. I don't really like war mode unless it's to level. And I usually do it on a server that's not like super populated because people are scary. They're overkill in war mode, so I'm just like, nah, I don't think so. But I mostly like running old raids. I like running old dungeons. I like running new dungeons. I love the sound that it makes when you get an achievement. I like getting achievements. I love collecting things. That's like my favorite thing to do is to collect things. So mounts, toys, pets, all that stuff. I like the cute little pets.
You gotta collect them all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because we never know when the World of Warcraft Pets mobile game will come out.
Mine are mostly all maxed, so I'm okay. Actually, all the pets I own right now are maxed. Yay, Super Sport
Wow.
Day.
Yes.
And I have over
Hell
900.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm at 500, and I still got to level a lot of mine.
Well, Super Squirt Day is coming up. The next time is November 14th, and then after that is December 29th. So, Frazley, book those days off so you can level them all.
Okay, as long as I remember.
Don't worry, you'll know I will remind you.
Yes.
Close your eyes. I want you to imagine one of the most happiest, favorite gaming memory.
Should I be closing my eyes for real?
Well, if it helps you imagine and relive it and have that imagination of fighting for it or saving the princess from the burning castle.
Honestly, I would say the day that I casually strolled through, the Storm Peaks,
Mm-hmm.
and I ran into the Time Lost Proto Drake. That was
Nice!
crazy. I was like, oh my god. And then the next couple of months went by, and I got ANX.
Oh, nice.
Appeared. I was
Nice.
like, dude, what? It was insane. I cried both times. I cry every time I get all the rare mounts. So that was something else. That was a very happy moment in my life.
I can
Both times.
totally relate with you, especially the Lost Time Proto Drake, because I got it at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I phoned my boyfriend at 5 o'clock in the morning saying, oh my god, I just got it. And he pretended he didn't care, but he was actually really hurt because he didn't get it. And he's farmed that like crazy.
Oh
So, but I can
no.
relate on that feeling of, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, moments like that are why streaming is great, because it's great having those moments online. And you are a streamer. I want to know, how did you get into streaming?
I was actually watching like a couple of my friends at the time. They have their own channel and such, and I asked them about it. I wanted to get to know about it. I watched a bunch of artists streaming their art. A couple of them are my friends as well. So that really intrigued me because I was like, oh wow, I would love to like share my content with people and like share my adventures like when I'm playing WoW or something like that, and I just want like people to watch and have fun or have something to do like when they're studying or doing homework or just wanting to chill and hang out. I actually joined a streaming community. Don't really need to mention who it was. It was a little toxic. I used it to get to affiliate. I met a couple of friends along the way there, but it was like the boost that I needed to get affiliate. But that's how I got into streaming. I just wanted to like, show off my content and get like my art bigger, but it didn't really lift off. So I've just been like kind of using it as a hobby. I just share my adventures and stuff. I do this thing called Azeroth and chill sometimes late at night when people can't sleep. So they can stop by and hang out and chill and just kind of, get tired.
And that is definitely one thing that I admire streamers who can do that, because I am not a chill person by nature, but that is a great niche to have, because
Yeah.
I listen to a podcast to fall asleep, and when that's chill, and it's nice having something just to get your mind off of what's going on in the world, and you can just focus on that.
I took like influences from like friends and stuff like that and watching them do that. And also like I watched like people doing chill things like ASMR and crafts and stuff like that that help people relax. I was like, oh, that would be like a really fun thing to like look into and get into one day. So that's what kind of started it for me. And I know that people, again, with the mental health things and stuff, watching games can sometimes take that away from you, like the sadness and depression and stuff, and laughing at people. Like
Yeah.
when you can project that laughter, that's what helps it go away from me. So that's why I put like, lurkers always welcome. You don't have to talk. You don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. Just sit back and relax, have a laugh. If you need a laugh, come watch me because I do a lot of dumb stuff on my channel. That's what got me into it. I just want to make people laugh and make people feel good.
I'm the same way, because I'm a professional klutz.
Oh, like the time that you bonked your head off with a mic.
Yes. There's a clip of that. Oh yes.
I have that
You
clip
bump your head on
somewhere.
the speaker all the time.
It was so funny. I think we were doing islands or something.
Yes. And I was just laughing, and I was like, boink. I'm like, oh.
That was great.
All right, so you've gone into streaming. I know a lot of people start it and everything, and then they fall out. How did you know you had a passion for streaming?
It's like my art. Like, I just want to keep at it and keep it going. And it's not so much a job for me because I know it's a job for other people, but to hear like feedback about it and how my stream is and how I make people laugh or I make people smile or I just like help them feel better or it really makes my day that you said this or you did this on your stream. Like that makes it worth it for me to keep streaming. Definitely my thing that I want to keep going for the future.
And you have the perfect motivation for streaming, because I remember when I was in podcasting, people always told me, oh, the streamers make the money. And then when I had streaming, I now hear, oh, well, if you stream, you don't want to make money. It's like, you don't want to do either podcasting or streaming for money. Money can come, but you want what the motivation you have is what you need.
Exactly. I don't know. I have people, come by and sub. If they don't sub, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care either way. I appreciate it very, very much, but always, oh my God, you don't have to do that, Like, yeah, I don't require that.
I'm probably one of the worst people because I watch so many things, but I never sub.
And that's fine. I know there was that streamer who went around telling people that they need to sub. No, you never need to sub.
I saw that. That was gross.
It made me sick. I'm like, no, because you treat everybody the same. Chatters, lurkers, subscribers, non-subscribers, you treat them all the same.
Exactly. It was infuriating to see that. I was very upset seeing that. I actually blocked that girl.
Eventually, if I really watch a lot of their videos and I want to know something, yeah, I will sub. Everyone has the freedom to do whatever they want.
Exactly. What would you say has been an obstacle that you've had to overcome with streaming?
Keeping my webcam on. I've had some really awful people come by my stream and tell me, you're fat, you're ugly,
Oh,
rude, just like rude stuff. And I'm just like, okay. I've learned to try to get over that, you know what I mean? But like there's just something like sometimes a comment like that can really just like stab you in the heart. Even
Yeah.
if you say, or even if you feel like you can get through that and it doesn't bother you and stuff like that. Most days those kind of comments don't bother me, but you know, we all have moments where stuff like that can hurt. And like sometimes like people will come by and they'll watch my stream, and if I feel uncomfortable, I'll turn my cam off and they will leave. And I'm just like, oh, that's a little off-putting, I guess. It's kind of weird. Like, why would you come to my stream just to see me on my camera, and then when I turn it off, you and your friends leave? That's kind of weird to me. That's been an ongoing obstacle for me that I'm just trying to work through. But I'm also trying to not care about it either. Like, because I don't want it to affect my performance as I'm streaming or affect my mood, because if it affects my mood, then I'm not going to want to stay live, you know? Like, I want to feel good when I'm streaming. I've had many a times where I've actually broken down and, like, cried on stream, and I had to end my stream and delete the VOD because I don't want to feel like that, you know? I want to give people a nice time, a good feeling, good vibes and stuff like that. I don't want to be upset. That's not fun.
No.
So,
It's horrible because,
yeah,
you know, that shouldn't be the focus of how a person looks.
exactly.
It should be what they're doing, their content. If it interests you, if it's informative, non-informative, that should be. You know what? Everyone can't look the same. We're not all cookie cutters.
Exactly. You shouldn't go to somebody's stream to just say that and leave. Like, if you're going to do that, just don't even bother going on Twitch. Like, I know there's a lot of stuff going on Twitch right now that's not that nice at all, but that's adding to it. And it's like, man, go get a hobby or something. Like, don't go around telling people that they're fat and ugly just because you're having a bad day.
I do have to say, I love the background of your room. I like the background wall thing, the little twinkle lights, the plants. I have been kind of admiring your background, and I probably would just watch your stream to just see what do you have in your background?
I love that so much. That was like my favorite addition to my room. Honestly, it's actually changed the way I feel when I'm in my room. It's like, it's just so chill in here. I have a little pink monkey back there that my mom gave me for Valentine's Day, and he's fuzzy and he hangs on my door usually.
I'm glad you bring that because, I agree with what Cap said in chat. I'll say it in a more PG way, but people can be absolute crap. I mean, it's...
I agree.
Yep.
And like,
I really can.
This past week, when I'm hearing all the people from crap, I'm just like, I thought we'd be better than this.
I thought we've been through the ringer with people already, and it just keeps coming out, which I'm glad people keep getting put through the ringer and getting out of our, get it out of our system, get it out of our community, because I want my friends to be safe, and I want my friends to feel safe. Not mentioning any names, but it's just crazy.
And if someone's listening who has done stuff in chat in the past, just from the future, think about what you're saying to that streamer and think about the fact that they're streaming, they are being vulnerable to the world, and what you say could affect them. And whatever in the past, just move on from that and be a better person.
I almost stopped podcasting because of some of the comments people were leaving, and it's hurtful. Now I kind of laugh at them because they're being trolls and idiots. But yeah, no, what you say, what you do can affect a person. And even though if you might not know them personally, those hateful things is not needed.
No.
Exactly.
What has been a resource you go to most often?
For my stream, honestly, I usually make my own graphics for everything. My friend Blue Moon Art, I don't know if you guys have heard her, she's on Twitter. She does wonderful, wonderful art. I commissioned her for a picture of me as Brigida
Oh.
which is my avatar on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she gave me the transparent file that I can use to make my banners and my panels because she knows that I make my own. So I made those.
Oh, nice.
I don't really go like to sites or anything like that for anything. I'm really like simple on my stream. I went to like the gaming Wikipedia for Overwatch to get my sound effects. I have the Lucio one for my donation. I have the follow one, the rally to me sound, the raid or the sub. I don't even know my own sounds anymore. I haven't looked at them in a while, but I use like a Reinhardt one for subscribers and such. So I use just simple things, but I usually just use my own creativity and talent in Photoshop for my stream stuff.
So a lot of like experimenting and trying new things.
A lot of like my own ideas for like overlay stuff. Like I just like to keep it simple, just have like a little bar on the bottom sometimes. I don't even have a framer on my webcam anymore. Just simple things. I try to change it up and rearrange things and like where like people can see things and can't see things. Like I need a chat cover, so I'm probably gonna look for that at some point. I might even look for an overlay somewhere just because sometimes I get lazy.
I think by going against the grain, it makes you more unique because like everyone like tries to follow different people.
Yeah.
But then you have to think for yourself, and you're definitely doing that.
I see a lot of streamers have those like really, really like clean looking design things like their avatars and stuff. You know, like the bright colored ones with they have big lettering for their name and it's like flashy looking and stuff. Those are cool. Not my style. I don't know. I just try to do my own thing, basically, yeah.
And bring across who you are.
Yeah, I try to make things not too flashy so that it takes away from what you're watching. Because I want people to be able to focus on what they're watching. Like, that's why I don't do, like, crazy things with channel points, or I don't have too many gadgets, widgets going on in my panels. I just like being simple about things.
What is one bit of advice that you would give to a new streamer?
I think the most important thing for a new streamer is don't worry about your numbers. Don't worry about your viewers. Be yourself. Don't act like something that you're not, because if you're going to blend in, just be yourself. You don't need to be like everybody else. You don't need to compete with people because competing stresses people out. I've seen so many streamers get so upset over my numbers went down this week. I'm not streaming for however long because my viewers aren't paying attention. And it's like, dude, it's okay. People have things to do.
Yeah.
You know, we all have our own lives to live. It's important to not get carried away and worry about your numbers. I used to be worried about my numbers when I first started off, and it didn't get me anywhere but having a panic attack. And that's not fun. You know, just take it easy and relax. And if you don't lift off right away, it's okay. Because, you know, there's all different people on Twitch for all different reasons. It's like, we're all in WoW for all different reasons. You know, we're not all here just to go hardcore raid and stuff and then be done with the expansion in a week. Like,
yeah,
you know, we're all in Twitch and streaming or doing podcasts and doing that. Like, we're all doing our own hobbies for our own reasons. So just chill.
I kind of wish Twitch did not put as much importance on numbers. I get why they do for affiliate and partner or discoverability, but it does create the mentality of I don't have this or my friend has more numbers than me, and it can really affect it. I've turned my numbers off so that way I don't see it.
Yeah.
Like I had to first come in and be like, oh wow, your numbers were higher today and they're down. That's bad. I'm like, I don't look at numbers.
I remember when you first started doing this, you were very focused on the numbers. And I'm I don't want to know the numbers. I don't want to know how many people have listened to me or seen me. No, put them away.
Same. I don't want to know. I don't care. I get excited if just one person stops by.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I've had friends that have been so concerned over how many people are viewing them currently. And I'm like, relax. You need to relax. And they were like, oh my God, it's stressing me out. I'm not even going to stream. I'm just going to stop. I'm quitting. And I'm like, but you just started yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't care. I have one person watching me. It's so discouraging. I'm shutting my stream off. I'm like, I get excited just because it's like there's one person watching me. I don't know who it is. I don't look at the list. I don't do that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about that. on a good day, you would have 10 people watching your stream. That's a good day. On an average day, you might have 1 or 2 person actually watching your stream and maybe 3 or 4 ghosts.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know, it shouldn't be like, oh, I must have 1,000 people watching me to stream every single time or I'm a failure. No, it's, you get out by word of mouth, and some people have the time to do it, some people don't, and you just take it as it is. Keep doing it. If you enjoy it, do it, have fun, see what happens.
Absolutely.
So what is the best thing to happen to you since you started streaming?
I'd say like the friendships that I make.
Mm-hmm.
And like the really, really positive feedback that I get from people when they're like, hey, I saw you do this on your stream the other day. It made me laugh. And I'm like, oh, good. That's what I aim for. That's nice to hear. It's really nice to have positive feedback, and like constructive criticism is nice to hear too. I appreciate that because then I know what to improve on and what I don't need to improve on or whatever. I'd say like the friendships that I make and the all sorts of people that I meet and the communities that I become a part of. There's a number of things. It's a good handful. I'm in Discords for voice actors and stuff because I discovered their streams. Like, I just think that like things like that are super important because then you make friends all over the place. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice, and I love making friends.
That connection, I think, is why I do it. And without those connections, I would be so lonely right now. I mean, because like my friends in real life, I don't talk to a lot anymore because we've moved on.
Yeah.
But it's fun online. I'm like, oh yeah, like tonight I'm seeing names in chat. I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. And I'm like, it's so cool to see that.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, especially with what's going on in the world where you have to do the social distancing, even if you had friends you do have friends in real life, but face-to-face local friends, you won't be able to see them. And I know quite a few friends are not gamers. They don't know how to work Discord. I tried to do a Discord party. It was hilarious bad trying to get people who never use any gaming thing and trying to get them to like log on and how to do a push to talk for a mic or change their buffer so not every sensitive thing is going to come off their mic. So it is very amusing, but it's nice to have, I have this wonderful gamer family that knows how to do all this. I don't have to teach them, and I can just have a relaxing night of fun and tell them all the horrible stories about my local friends not knowing how to do any of this.
Mm-hmm. I had a Zoom meeting with my family for Easter. And
oh, yes.
That was... it was hilarious. Like, it wasn't even like disaster material, thank goodness, but it was so funny watching my grandmother use it. She's like getting a kick out of everybody and she's laughing. Like, everybody was laughing at each other. Like, it was almost like we were all together in the same house. It was really, really cool. It was so funny. They were all laughing at my headset. They told me that I look like I'm from like a drive-through or something, and I'm just like, y'all aren't gamers, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. The very time I ever used Zoom was for a yoga session that my work does, and none of my coworkers know how to use, once again, technology. The instructor didn't know how to force mute everyone's mic and make her picture the main video. So as soon as someone's mic made sounds or whatever, all of a sudden you see that lovely awkward yoga pose of them. Yeah, it was just horrible. And then one of the people were talking to their kids saying that they're doing yoga and their videos up front. And it's just like, okay, people need to learn to mute their mics. Yep. Nope. Not going to do this again. Nope.
Gamers have learned this. Mostly. Gamers have mostly learned this on voice chats.
Hey, but Discord, the host can make everyone forced to be pushed to talk. And
exactly, yes.
And you can individually mute annoying mic people. Zoom, you can't. Zoom, you can pinpoint the main video, but you can't, mute the annoying mouth breathers into the mic.
When you have control in Discord, you have full control.
Yes.
You can even disconnect people from chat.
Yes.
I've done it.
Maybe it should be a goal to get people to move off of Zoom onto Discord.
I've been trying. Like my sister got me a trainer for my birthday, and we use Zoom, and it's so annoying. And I'm like, oh, if this was Discord, it would be so much easier.
Yeah. Our gaming group, we were doing a game. Discord went down. We moved to Zoom, and it was
A nightmare.
yeah, because it's like, okay, how do I mute it? Unmute? It did make a funny thing that a meme that I can't mention, otherwise I'll have to eat a bunch of beans at once. I'll move on from that.
No, Frazley, go
What
on.
is it?
What was it? Can you go back?
I can't
Yeah,
say.
Frazley.
Can you just hint
I
it
gotta
a
wait
little
a
bit?
year before
Hint it a little bit?
they might listen, so I don't want to say anything.
Okay, can I get a text of
Tell
it?
us on Twitter.
Sure. Yes.
I expect that text, or you're getting a phone call at midnight.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody else who wants to know, let me know, and I will text it to you. But just don't tell the person that I am texting you that. It's a meme that I can talk about in a year. And anybody watching our Among Us streams on Twitch knows exactly what I'm talking about. What is a goal that you want to see with your streaming in the next year?
I would like to do like a multi-stream, like have this kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
have like maybe little talk shows or something like that. That would be really fun. Like kind of like this, but not exactly, obviously. Because I think it's fun to talk to my friends about what we're up to in gaming and in life and stuff, especially if, we're going to be inside more often like we are now, because the world is definitely changing. A lot more people are sticking around their house and such. So, yeah, I think it would be fun to have that. I would like to get a little more serious about streaming too, as in like streaming more often, getting a schedule going, because then people can be like, okay, I can plan such and such a time to go to her stream instead of it just popping up on Twitter. Because I like streaming whenever I want, but I also want people to be able to plan it out for themselves too. So I can be like, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe like Saturday or Sunday. That would be nice to do. So that would be a good goal to have.
My advice would be don't do it almost every single day because you will get burnt out. Mm-hmm. Make sure it's actually within your schedule. Because I know Frazley here was doing a lot of streaming, a lot of editing, so many different podcasts, and I'm pretty sure it burnt out Frazley for a bit.
Yeah, I had to reprioritize like what I do, and like I still stream every day, but not like as long as I was. Like there were days I would be like streaming all the day. But yeah, I definitely find that the schedule as a viewer and as a streamer, it helps because then I can be like, okay, this is when I'm going to stream, so I can just relax now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
work on other stuff.
Exactly. You definitely don't want to burn yourself out and wear yourself out. I've seen it happen to my friends. Then they don't even come back to streaming for months
and then
at a time.
They lose a lot of the backing
and lose the interest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They'll gain new ones, but it's goes back to the whole disheartening. That's like, oh, I used to have so many people following me. I burnt out. Now I'm back. No one's following me. Yeah. So it goes back to don't pay attention to your numbers. Do what makes you happy.
Exactly.
It'll come to you. You can't force it to happen.
Keep me updated because I want to follow you as you progress because I've enjoyed your streams, and I think streaming is, aside from podcasting, is one of my favorite things to do because you've covered it tonight. Why I love streaming.
It's really fun. I love giving people a good time, making them laugh, maybe brightening their day a little bit. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I would love to keep it going for years if I can.
Absolutely. I was listening to a podcast about streaming. They said 3 to 5 years is when you finally grow a stream. And I'm like, okay.
So you're just starting, Frazley.
Yeah. I'm a baby streamer.
A brand new streamer.
Yes. But one thing that we have not just started, but we've been doing for quite a while is trivia whenever you're on, Emma.
Yay! Because I bring all the questions.
Yes. So for trivia, we're going to do one card, and it's from the WoW Cataclysm Trivia Pursuit. I saw a call for a new trivia pursuit. I was like, yes, please.
I'll need that. I need that. Anyone hears that? If it comes out, that's what I need.
Me too.
Take it as a gift.
So tonight will be Pandagosa versus Emma, and The winner gets something in the Gnome.live merch store, so shameless plug. But the non-winner still gets one of the lovely mugs on the store.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
So,
Let's go.
Speaking of mugs, I just accidentally bought a really expensive mug at the pet store because it had a black cat on it. I spent way too much money on it.
That's okay.
It's a huge mug too, and it was really cute. And I thought there would be more goodies in there for the cats. No.
Nope.
It was mainly just for the mug.
That's okay. I won't tell anybody.
yeah, me either.
Nope.
And nobody listening will tell anybody either.
No.
So.
Nope. I had to splurge a little bit.
So, first question. What is the name of the ice troll capital and adventuring subzone in Northrend?
Oh no. Is that Zuldrak?
Close.
No, it's Zol. I can picture it too because it has a horrible dungeon that has 2 entrances. Oh.
Yes, and
I hate that
Panda,
place.
I can say you ended the word correctly. Just the front of the word. Think of Overwatch and think of one of the main weapons in Overwatch.
Gundrak.
Yes!
That doesn't help me. That's no fair. I don't like being on this side of the
Whoever
table.
said that our trivia is fair on this podcast. Next question. Wolves are the racial mount of which race?
Orcs.
Correct.
I couldn't guess.
You play Horde.
I don't play orcs. Not a lot.
Oh, okay. And I don't blame you. Like, orcs before 7.3 did not have good posture.
Yes,
so
but they were
not-
the only warlock in Classic on the Horde side, other than undead.
Oh, that's true.
So you either be undead or orc.
Yeah, okay. I had a joke about Forsaken, but I'm just going to blight that away from us.
Oh no.
It rotted your brain.
Oh! I love it. Who is the leader of the Ashtongue Death Swarm?
Yikes.
Not Arthas.
No, and it sounds like a name from Battlestar Galactica.
Okay. I'm definitely not gonna get that.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I don't know. Dunrak? I don't know.
Nope. It's a comma.
A comma?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
not have gone that.
Black Temple?
I think he is.
The ghost of Akama or the shade or whatever. And he runs
Yeah.
up the stairs with you to go meet Illidan.
Yeah. I think.
I wouldn't know his name.
I know Allie would know.
names. Oh, Allie said yes.
Oh, I should have used rhyme with the former president. Oh, Obama, a comma. Oh,
I wouldn't.
that would have.
Obama,
Cap.
comma.
That's a good one, Cap. So the next one, a green gem will provide socket bonuses for which 2 other gem colors?
Oh.
Blue and yellow?
Got one. Oh, yeah, that's correct. On here it said yellow and blue, so I was like,
Poor Frazley.
Just have to mix it up on you, Frazley.
exactly. You're like, you should know how the cards are in their what order. King Gordok is in Dire Maul is a clan king of which race?
Knowles?
No.
He's an ogre?
Yes.
Hey. I hate Dire Maul. It's not my favorite place.
I prefer the vanilla classic Dire Maul because of like
Yeah.
just how big the zone feels, but that took forever. Final question. How many constructs are part of the Omnitron defense system and the Blackwing Descent raid?
Ugh.
These are some horrible questions. I'm sorry.
Is it 3?
Close.
2?
Emma, you were closer.
5?
You one less.
4?
Correct. You Pandagosa got it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What even?
I
Like, where is that?
Did I say?
yeah.
What room is that in?
Oh, and Cap is saying it's depending on 10 and 25. And Cap is saying 2 for 10 and 4 for 25. So I will give you both.
You should do a tiebreaker question, though. That's only fair.
I'm going to go to one that is difficult, but we talked about it earlier in the episode. What mount is rewarded for completing the achievement, What a Long Strange Trip It's Been?
The Violet Proto Drake.
Correct. Okay.
I don't know that.
Sorry, I know that.
I knew it was some kind of dragon, but I don't know. I don't know.
Frazley, it's purple. It's violet. It's my color. I
should have known that. Okay. We will still get you a mug, Panda. So,
hey, I'm happy with a mug, dude. It's all good.
We were talking about you can't have enough mugs.
Exactly.
I agree. I have so many mugs that they're like falling out of my cabinet.
And
I need another.
And we've got 3 lovely mugs. We've got Holy Carp, Briawesome, and Be Awesome. So I will show you those after the show.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want to thank you for joining me, Panda. It has been an awesome episode tonight. Just so much fun. One thing that I love about the podcast is getting to know people better. I feel like I get a chance to sit down like on a voice chat and talk with somebody for a while. And that has been the best time.
Absolutely, dude. I had a lot of fun. It was a great way to end my night. That's for sure.
Oh, awesome. See, I like making people laugh and have a good time. And I'm glad that this accomplished that.
Absolutely. It's always a great time hanging out with you.
Yeah, I tell Frazley every single time we do a podcast or even for the segment, it brings up my day and I forget about all the things that I've been worrying about.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, excellent.
I agree.
So if people want to find you on the internet to hang out and watch your streams, where can they find you at?
I'm everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, obviously Twitch. I'm just under Pandagosa. And that's pretty much it. And then I have my website, which is my blog site. It is www.pandaneedsmana.com. I'm on Discord, so if you ever see me in anybody's Discord, like Frazley's Discord, feel free to add me and be friends with me. I'll give you an invite to my server.
And Emma, where can we find you if people want some delicious lot cookies?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Lady_Emma. I do have an Instagram. It's Lady0Emma. And you can see the cookies that I make. See?
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
now I'm hungry.
I always make you hungry, Frazley.
So
So
I think now I gotta head out and get some food.
Yep. And also don't forget to eat my lock cookies.
Because they are Golden free.
Yes, they are Golden free.
I always remember that one.
Activating customized 4% transporter.
Well, I am back at my home of Ironforge until we one day reclaim Gnomergon.
Wow, I'm a gnome.
Seeing as June is now about over, it's time to see what's coming in the World of Warcraft.
Let's see what the wondrous, mysterious Skillrock site foretells of the upcoming events in Azeroth.
Thank you for joining us on Kilreg site, the upcoming events for July in World of Warcraft. Darkmoon Fair starts July 5th to the 11th. With the world outside of Azeroth is going up in flames, you might want to get away and zone out. Well, at the Darkmoon Fair, you can fish your thoughts away. Pull up a fishing chair and fish. You have a chance to fish up a Sea Pony Companion, sealed crate from the Wrecked Pools, Darkmoon Fishing Cap, and a fish called the Darkmoon Dagger Maul. You can also get multiple Darkmoon Dagger Mauls from the Bloated Thrasher. The Darkmoon Dagger Maul can be in and restore your health and mana, but better yet, why not save them and use them to buy items from the vendor at the docks? They have 2 companion pets, a mount, 1 toy, a treasure map, 3 recipes, and a few other items. It's a great way to spend a few hours not thinking about anything but the fish. July micro holidays coming up are Fireworks Spectacular starts on July 4th at 10 a.m. You can see the wonderful fireworks show at any capital city or Booty Bay. Don't miss the beautiful fireworks brought to you by Gnomes and Goblins. Luminos Luminaries is on July 13th. GG Engineering has discovered creatures in the depth of Vashir. To learn more about these creatures and the luminescence, they have asked us to help us out, but pre-warning, watch out for the whale shark. Auction House Dance Party is on July 22nd. It's a 24-hour event that starts at midnight. Blizzard has told us that we'll be getting a dance studio. We just didn't think it would be like this. Everyone head to your auction house in the main city, and then dance until you can't dance no more. Longer you dance, the more chance you'll get a buff happy feet, which can heal you when you dance. So come and join the party at the auction house. Guarantor Tavern Crawl, July 31st. Best way to end the month by drinking with your friends. Great RP event, or for people who want to see amazing bar sights. Find out the special drinks in each area. Also look for a selfie camera and discarded package for more fun. July main holidays. Midsummer Fire Festival is still going on until July 5th. You have time to grab Burning Blossoms. This can go towards heirloom armor upgrades for 600 Burning Blossom. A Toon is upgraded to item level 365, which is great for your alts to have some better gear. Have fun honoring and desecrating the bonfires. The weekly bonus events for July is Arena Skirmish bonus event, June 30th to July 6th, rewards 50% more honored. Win 10 arena matches, rewards Azerite and Conquest. World Quest event, July 7th to the 13th, get 50% more rep during World Quest. Quest is to complete 20 World Quests and rewards Azerite. Time Walking Dungeon event, July 14th to the 20th, Lich King needs to be level 81 or higher. You'll be able to queue up with 10 to 30 people for the Aldar raid in Northern Dalaran. Finish 5 Time Walking Dungeon rewards Azerite, Time Walk badges, and currency for in-game things. You can find the vendor at Northern Dalaran. Battleground bonus event, July 21st to 27th. Gain 50% more honor in Battlegrounds. The quest is to win 4 Battlegrounds and rewards you Conquest, 5 marks of honor, and Azerite. Battle for Azeroth Dungeon event, July 28th to August 30th. The final boss in each current expansion dungeon will reward an extra item. Pick up the quest that requires you to complete 4 Mythic of Mythic Plus for an extra chance of getting upgraded gear. Check out these amazing events out for yourself. This is all for Kilrog's site. Good night and have amazing July of distractions.
Thank you, Emma.
Let's look at what has been happening in the community.
Awesome. Let's do that. So my friend Pete from Stars on Azeroth, they held their 3rd race for good with the British Andy, and they raised 3,000 pounds for special effect. This is after way surpassing their stretch goal of 700 pounds. Pete even shaved his head, and there's a video of it. And speaking of really good things in our community, the Troll Run happened this past weekend. I ran it on stream, and we ran with Razarus, Burkhart, Lady Emma, Tosh Mifune, Professor Talib, and Spaz Wesson, plus everyone in the stream like Grand Nagus, Hottie Chicken, Dragon After Dark, and the countless lurkers. Thank you to everybody who showed up, everybody who was a part of it. We had so much fun. Thank you for making this an evening of community and friendship. Dravi says there were over 1,000 trolls this year, and they raised over $5,000 for the Trevor Project. And that's not including the donations collected elsewhere and the almost $600 in shirts. I bought a shirt too. It'll be on its way. Thank you, community! So the runs for the Uncrypted Voidwing are happening right now. Follow @FriendshipMount on Twitter to find out where the runs happen. They are all raising money for various charities as well, so get your AOTC before the Uncrypted Voidwing takes flight with the Shadowlands pre-patch. And Perky Pugs is working with Will White for achievements to raise money for the Trevor Project for June. They've raised over $3,300 as of the writing of these show notes. Over in the art, Wowhead shows off these adorable crochet dragons by Credstar. These are fire! I love them! And then Wowhead's Artist Corner segment for this month spotlights Daybreaker. They have some gorgeous photos in this post, and Daybreaker told WoW that they love to draw strong and powerful women, elves, and Draenei. And last week I talked about Sternbark's detailed map of Kalimdor. Well, Icy Vein shows their new detailed map of the Eastern Kingdoms! I want these as maps now. These would be really, really cool. Skull Shorty shared a piece I don't think I've ever seen before, but back in September, Chris Metzen commissioned a piece of Thrall's family by Alex Harley. It is beautiful, and I'm so happy to see Thrall happy in a peace with his family. I talked about it earlier, but I wanted to bring them up again. The amazing World of Warcraft inspired face masks by Prop Department Store on Etsy. I have a link in the show notes to these. I love mine so much. Stay safe and look sharp. And then Wowhead shows these gorgeous sculpted Warcraft Druid form figurines by Pantarius Workshop. These are amazing, and they make me want to level more of my Kultiran Druid. And then Dreamwalker is back with one of my favorite zones, Dunmoreau! They have captured the amazing vistas in their style that is just amazing. And then, in some surprising news, Twitch is selling off the CurseForge. This is the add-on manager in the desktop app for Twitch, and they're selling it to Overwolf. There is a post and an AMA on it. Right now it's in early stages, but the existing functionality should remain. But right now it'll be an app that spins out the existing functionality. It sounds like it'll require the additional app of Overwolf to be running. So Pete brought to my attention the Cursebreaker app on GitHub, which I haven't tried, but I have a link in the show notes if you want to try it. It looks interesting, and I may be looking at moving to Cursebreaker. And then Shadows Rising, the next WoW novel, launches on July 14th, and my friends Reagan Cuffey of Charactercraft and Jen of Morley Gray Podcast each had an interview with Madeline Rowe. Go and give them a listen. Definitely excited for this book, and there will be many, many more interviews coming out too. I know that Ali and Majors have an interview coming up as well, so keep an ear out for more from my fellow podcasters. And I mentioned Single-Minded Fury earlier in the episode, but Ice T Veins has an article where Des Mephisto shares his passion on why he is beyond thrilled for Single-Minded Fury coming in the Shadowlands. Okay. Before we move on from this section, we talked about it a little bit in the show. There have been many people coming forward with their brave stories of the abuse that has been happening in the gaming community. Some big names and big organizations have been outed. I've been deeply saddened to read these accounts of people being abused by these in power. I stand with you, and I see you. This community has no place for disgusting and vile behavior. I didn't want this episode to go out without addressing this. I've been shocked by the individuals that have been spoken about. People like Swifty, who was mentioned as an example of streamers in the past episode. There's also people like Final Boss TV, teams like Method, others like Mark Honan, who I met at BlizzCon and was a member of Convert to Raid. I believe the stories, and I stand with those coming forward. Speaking on Mark Honan specifically, there are some tweets that have come out. I've linked to one by Turarch in the show notes. I need to announce that I am resigning from the Convert to Raid Guild and from the Converted podcast. I desire leadership that I can believe in. I want a community that looks out for its members. What happened behind the scenes horrified me, and I can't be part of it. In all of this, we need to do a lot of learning. For more information on all of this, there's a document that I've linked in the show notes called Resources for Awareness and Education Surrounding Sexual Assault and Harassment in Streaming and Gaming. We need to do better. The issue, just like Black Lives Matter, will not go away, but hopefully now this is making it more and more known in our community. This is something that we will not brush aside. Okay, I'm going to return us to the remaining part of this episode.
This has been another awesome episode of FrazlCast. Take it away, Frazzle Pants.
Thank you, Scruffy. A shout out to Kara, who said, hearing the Fell Reaver sound unexpectedly still makes me physically alarmed. I feel like that sound is just iconic at this point. Well done. I'm glad you saw that. I'm sorry that made you physically alarmed. Austin of Frank's Hot Sauce said, great episode as always, man, about the one with Burkhart. A shout out to Sai, who DM'd me that they enjoyed the episode with Burkhart. And wow, I have to thank you all for the support you've given me over the years. FrazlCast is now at 3 years. And I posted this on Twitter, but I want to say it here as well. Endeavors are long-term. As tempting as it might be, never give up. I got an email yesterday of how an episode spoke to someone. That was the email that Austin of Frank's Hot Sauce Guild sent to me. You know how many nights I've struggled to do all the editing? The fact that I'm editing this on a Sunday right before the episode's about to go on a Monday? It's a lot of work. And I'm so thankful to all of you for continuing to believe in me. This show is not going away, and I'm always working to make the quality better. But thank you very much. I'm speechless just at how much I love all of you. And over on Twitch, I am working with Pixel Girl Slays on Twitter and Twitch to run a charity event on July 25th. On that day, in honor of George Floyd, I will be joining a bunch of amazing streamers to raise money for Show Racism in the Red Card and Black Minds Matter. I'm going to be streaming with Spaz Wesson on July 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern. There is a website to view all the streamers involved and how you can donate. And if you want to get involved with it, you absolutely can. And every week, I like to thank those who have given back to the show financially. Thank you to Thorn for gifting 5 subs. And thank you to my Twitch subs out there. Thank you to Allie of Touch of Fables, Amanda of Geek Caring, Bow Mistress, Burkhart, Cap, Chaotic Goodish, Crunk, Demeter Nuth, Epic Insanity of Frozen Nerds, Fiesta Taco 1983, Frank's Hot Sauce Guild, Arlo, Hottie Chicken, Carenza, KR Soli, Lucas of Cardiac Valley, Mal, Marty of Two Nerds Maybe More, Michael of the Genome Project and Two Nerds Maybe More, Mikey128, Miss Susie Q, Knight, New Chaos, Pandagosa, Heat of Stories About Azeroth, Pixel Girl Slays, Razarus, Rake of Charactercraft, Scissor Lord, Sheba Brion, Sir Onion Knight, Solana, Taluin, Talvedos, Telenroyd, Tom of 3 Extra Lives, Uncle Will 6, and Zortz the Goblin. And thank you to Cap, Holly of Miscellaneous Podcast, and Scissor Lord for the bits this week. And until July 15th, you can earn emotes for yourself and fellow community members, and Twitch will be donating to charity. And this is all for celebrating Pride with cheers, subscriptions, or subscription gifts. And Twitch will donate 10 cents to both the Trevor Project and the National Black Justice Coalition for every cheer over 300 bits, every paid subscription, and every gifted sub, up to a total contribution of $300,000 to each organization. And all the Pride emotes that are unlocked during this event are permanently unlocked. Thank you to Dennis of Unified Streamers for the heads up on that. If you want to support the show financially, please go to support.gnomepodcast.com. And if you have Twitch Prime to Amazon Prime, you can use your free Twitch Prime subscription on my channel to get access to ad-free viewing, emotes, and all of your support goes helping support this labor of love. Thank you so much. Well, I am Frazley, and you can find the show at gnomepodcast.com. There you can catch past episodes and find out many of the places where you can subscribe to get the Gnome Train coming to you every single week. Well, until next week, be awesome.
FrazlCast is a fan podcast that covers Blizzard games. We are not affiliated with Blizzard Entertainment, Inc. Views expressed by the hosts and guests are their own. Some of the art, music, and sound effects come from Blizzard Games, and they are owned by Blizzard Entertainment, Inc. No copyright infringement is intended. This show is for the community, and it contains contributions from the community. The Gnome Train intro is by Allie of Dungeon Fables and All Things Azeroth. The opening music is by Brandon T. Blaylock. The Gnome Roar is by Jen of Morley Gray Podcast. And the Frazzle Pants bumper at the end is by the Scruffy Druid of Loot Optional and Viral Voice Arts.
This show is brought to you by Dragon Powered Studio. Find more at dragonpoweredstudio.com.
It's been fun. Farewell!